Your Berkley Nanaphil, Grande Bass Trophy Hunter Baits, Megatail Rattlesnake, 1/32 ounce tungsten weight, 3/0 Gamakatsu wide gap hook, dropped off the ledge 7 feet off the docks.
Hi, Steve Von Brand here for the Bass College. Down here in Lower Delaware trying out some techniques this morning using Grande Bass Trophy Hunter Baits. This is the Megatail Rattlesnake. Just caught this nice bass. Look how fat its stomach is too. We're going to weigh this in a minute and actually see what it weighs. It feels like it weighs about 4.9, maybe 4.12 even, but it's heavy. Hit it right off the docks, off the main lake. It's about 3 feet up shallow, and then drops right off to about 7.25 feet. One of the deeper spots on the points here. But nice bass. Right away. Already had thrown skeet reef redemptions and threw several other baits and buzz bait and things. Just a couple little short strikes at it, but that's it. So let's get this back in and I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, Grande Bass, Megatail Rattlesnake, down here in Lower Delaware. We'll see you guys in a minute. I'll tell you, a lot of times I don't use any scent at all because the Grande Bass baits have a scent Mega 3. It's injected scent's already in the baits, and the way these ribs are, the bass just really hold on for a long time. Now I have this pegged with a 32nd ounce bullet weight here. I've got on the Berkley Nanaphil on this. Got a 3/0 Gamakatsu wide gap hook, but I put the Mega Strike on that this time. Now I've been throwing a lot of different plastics around, mixing them in with the other baits, and I've caught a few bass here or there, but I hadn't caught any of the bigger ones yet. And as soon as I put on the Grande Bass and put on a little bit of that Mega Strike, whether it works or not, the point is it might have held on just a little bit longer or nosed up on it and just smelled something, who knows. But it can't hurt to throw a little bit of that Mega Strike on these Grande Bass baits or your other baits and give it a shot, especially when the fish are slow. See if we can get some more and I'll see you guys. I weighed him up. He weighed 4.9 pounds. It was a nice fat bass. His stomach was fat. Oh, there's something there. Something definitely hit that worm down there, really like 6 feet down. I know there's some kind of tree down there or something, but it sure didn't feel like that. You can really feel things well with that Berkley Nanaphil and this G Loomis on the spinning rod. Spinning rods have their place. Just a couple weeks right now, it's like they're not in a fall pattern. It's transition, really, the beginning of it. That water, it's getting colder now at night. It's going to be colder all this week, after tomorrow. So the water's had a hurricane, and new water, colder water infused quickly, and just a lot of different things. And the bass are sluggish, they're down deep, and you just got to get something slow, like a slow fall jig, this 32nd, 16th ounce, maybe you go up to an 1/8 if you have to, and a little deeper, or some current, and get those bigger 8, 9, 10-inch worms down there, and even the smaller baits. And then for the next couple of weeks, they'll hit like that. To the front part of the lake here now for a minute, and I'm going to throw the real small 1/4 ounce Grande Bass, 1/4 ounce dirty jigs, and I'm going to put the Grande Bass Mega Claws Okeechobee Crawl on the back of it. I'm just going to throw that on the 7-foot St. Croix Legend Elite. It's a heavy action. I've got on 50-pound Sunline FX2 braid and on the Shimano Curado 200E7. Good combination for flipping even these lighter baits. This handles it just fine. You can really really feel them and muscle them out, especially when they're hitting light like that. So I'm going to throw the Grandy Bass Megatail Rattlesnake and some more of these marsh weeds, the tools we call them, and throw them into another 2 major docks right down here at the front of the dam, and then move on up the lake and hit all the main Lake Point docks with the dirty jigs and the little tiny pegged Megatail Rattlesnake. So we'll see what that does. It's bright and sunny. Had some rains the other day. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow. Temperatures are starting to drop, so we'll see what happens. See what the bass are going to do. Water's still real stained and muddy in most spots, still real high. There we go. Right out from underneath the dock. Alright, I'm going to get out of here for a little while. Starting to get warm and I've got things to do around the office. I got to take care of a few things with the site and call a few of the sponsors up. So I'm going to go home and take care of that, have something to eat, relax for a little while, and come back a little bit later. Try out a couple other different, the new Grandy Bass plastics, and flip a few of them in there, the new beaver into the docks, and see what happens with that later on this afternoon. So I'll see you guys.